Shemai GTA chums, the Dubstar 6x6 is on discount this week. I've been waiting for this to come on discount for a long time, just like the trophy truck, both of which I've just bought. But I'll show you where to purchase it in case you wanted to know. It's at Warstock Cash and Carry right at the bottom, and it's very, 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 very cheap. 175 grand, something like that. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Update. There's loads of stuff here. 174 300. Bargain. 240 normally. I should have just bought that at 240, but I haven't. It's a very fun vehicle for the snow, and I've been testing so many snow vehicles that I know a lot of people have been talking about how good this is in the snow, and they are quite right. It is very good. We've got all the brakes upgraded to the max engine, and we're just looking at the colours actually. So colour-wise, I think black does suit it. So let's have a look at the grille, see what that offers. Anything new there? So I want to keep it pretty much black. So it's either the black grille or just the standard. I think stock is very good. Bonnet, we can put some wheels on it, but I just don't see the point in that. Let's have a look. Plate, one thing we're going to change, yellow and black. Respray, so here's the primary colour. I really think it suits black. Black is badass, isn't it? And this is based on the Mercedes-Benz Offroader. Where is it? Black, grey. Let's go black. Okay, and secondary. What does secondary do? This is interesting. Oh, secondary does all that business. So we could do something different. Let's go with the. I was going to go for something stand out, kind of look to be crazy, but I don't want to. You see what I mean? Yellow would be nice. I'm tempted to either do black or grey. I think that grey colour, it's just slightly different. So for that reason, we're going to go with that. Very nice. Crew emblem goes on the door, which we're not going to put on. Roof. Alright, we've got the stock roof. We've got some bars on it. Roof rack. That's what that is. That's a roof rack. That's what they look like. Oh, actually, what are them? Those are lights. Spotlights. Roof rack with spotlights. Black roof rack. Oh, we'll just go for roof rack with spotlights, just because it's got spotlights. We've got to do it. It's an off-roader. Suspension, we've just put competition on, but this is it without competition. So we should have enough ground clearance, because we're going to take this up Mt Chiliad. I should have said that from the start, but I'm so excited by this vehicle. It's brilliant. It's been so much fun. We want to put off-road tyres on, just to be sure. So these are what we currently have. Nice brake calipers underneath. So let's spend a little bit of money on them, shall we? The Nevis is a very good looking one for the price. Best value. I mean, you can't really beat the Nevis. Gotta be honest there. Heavy duty steely. I think they have the kind of nice look to them. I think the police issue steely looks better though. Oh, actually no. What about the lightweight police issue? You can still see the brake caliper. We're going to pick that. We just show everything else. I like these. The Concave 5, the Rally Master and all that. They're very good. These are very, very good. The Concave Rally Master, that is very good. It's almost tempting to swap it right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep with this police issue look. Wheel colour, we are going to paint it black. We're not going to do any other colour. We could do an accent colour. Actually, red suits it with the red there. I'm almost tempted to go red. To go red. Shall I go red? Oh well. No. I don't know. It looks boring if it's not red. Let's try it. Let's try again. Let's just see what there is. Maybe we can go gold or something in between. You know, something dark copper. Let's go for that. Just for something interesting. You know, it's kind of badass still. It adds a different colour. Oh, don't forget the tyre enhancements, bulletproofs, tyre smoke, black, tyre design. We got the custom tyres, all-terrain radials. I don't think we want it for this build. I don't think we do. Actually, look at that. It changes the tyres a bit, doesn't it? Changes the tread and everything. Why have I never noticed that before? Well, let's do it. All-terrain radial. Better tread on it. Hang on. Windows. You've got to limo them out. I don't do this normally for off-road builds, but I think for this car, it really suits it. Right, let's take it for a drive. It's daylight. Oh, what the hell? Maybe it's just me, or the lights don't work above. Oh, that is depressing. That is terrible. And, oh, it's silver. I didn't realise how silver it is. Let's take those off. No, sorry guys, I'm going to have to go back in. They don't work for a start, which is terrible. So if they don't work, I wasn't going to put them on because I thought it looks better without them. But now I know they don't work. There's no reason to keep them on. Let's get rid of them. Let's go with the stock roof. I'm not putting on lights that just do not work. Now that is a badass car. I think you will agree. Maybe I should have stuck with the black rims, but I think it's a bit boring. I'll show you how it drives around town because it's very interesting. It's 6-wheel drive for a start. That's an interesting factor. We've got a payphone hit. They're coming up everywhere. I remember when they were first released, I could never find a payphone hit. I was trying to do my videos, but now they're everywhere. And these blue dots, I bet these are parts for that rifle that I've got, that I suffered for so long. It's almost like, I think a lot of the weight in the 6-wheel driving is in the rear wheels, so that is why there we go, you see? Front wheel just coming in now, so there's hardly, maybe it's like 10 or 15% for the front wheels, so it drives very much like a rear wheel drive car. Although because there's 2 wheels at the rear, it's not as bad as a rear wheel drive car, you see? Sorry, 2 sets of wheels, I should say, 4 wheels. So it's a slippy 6-wheel drive car. It's kind of crazy the way the handling, the performance of it, very unique as well. So for that reason, it's a yes from me. For the price, it's a yes. I'm telling you that all now. I've never taken it up Mt Chiliad. This is all new to me. So, but just as a car in the snow, I think you need to get it. I think if it was in my video, it might be in the top. It'd be in the, if not the top 5, it'd be in the top 6. Oh, look at that! I'm having so much fun driving. I've completely missed my turning. Oh, look at that on front. We could have turned it black after all. I think that garage, it kind of screws it over a little bit. With what you can see, it's limited. I wish you'd change the garages so you can see it all around the vehicles. That's one for GTA 6 though. Let's do some off-road performance then. We've got some old logs here. Hopefully the ground clearance is still good on it, because we have lowered the suspension. Oh, look at that. No problems. No problems at all. I think Chiliad is going to be a bit of a breeze for it. But will it be fast though? That is the question. We'll only find out on the upslope. I'm feeling that it's going to be middling. Oh, come on. Oh, that slip. Ah, that slip might be the one that does me over on Chiliad. But it has got 4 wheels at the back working in its favour. So I'm hoping that is going to mean that we'll have a nice good time. Got 7 minutes on the clock so far. I mean, buy it basically. Let's go. Time is on. Time is kicking off. And we're going to find out if this is a man or a mouse. Well, I think it's some form of man. But what kind of man? Is it the sort of man that loses the cool on Mt Chiliad? Maybe. Oh, that's the first sign. That was a bump though, fairness. That was a bit of driver error, but I think the grip on the front, we need a bit more of it. I think the traction, well, traction I suppose is the word. We need a bit more power to front wheels, but I suppose it made the performance a bit funny is why I assume they've done that. Or maybe it resembles 6-wheel drive vehicles in some way. 42 seconds. Alright, so it's not fast on Chiliad, we can say that. Even with that bump, even if we take off 10 seconds, be generous. Oh, not good, not good. This is the snow though. This is no. It's a no. Wow, it really separates the men from the boys. It separates the women from the girls. This mountain, it really does in the snow. And a big difference in the snow as well. Remember, with that lack of traction that they're getting, it's going to make it a lot more difficult to get up there. Okay, we're on 1 minute 16. We're on the easier section here, and this is the easiest route up Chiliad as well. Yeah. Okay. I think I was going to do my JPEG for the thumbnail in the city for this car, because it looks very much like a city car, and I think that has kind of sadly confirmed that it is a city car, not really one for Chiliad. That is a bit disappointing that it can't make it up that slope. We're going to have to try it in the summer though. Once the snow melts, I reckon it'll be able to make it, but it's probably, I reckon it's going to be similar to, it feels on that upslope similar to the Sand King SWB. So in the summer, that's 1 minute and 48 seconds to the top, right? Compared to the top of the class, the Desert Raid, 1 minute 23. So it's not bad. It's probably not bad, but it's not good. It's not top end. It's kind of bottom, maybe bottom of middle. So that is how it performs. I've not done it across the river as well, but I assume it's going to cross water. I hope it's going to cross water. We'll assume it does, just for the purposes of this video. But by no means that means don't buy it. I mean, buy it for the snow fun. Buy it for that. And the medium level kind of off-roading, you're still gonna have a good time. It'll make it up the lower slopes, no problem. It'll still do that. So very good vehicle. Oh, that I thought that was going to be a ramp, but it didn't work out that way. I thought it was going to be a ramp, but definitely one to buy. I recommend that you buy this car just for driving around in the snow in a kind of safe rear wheel drive car perspective, so you will have fun. And some people say if you put no slip low grip tires on them, that people say it is a fun vehicle to drive because it just drifts like a mofreaker, and I can believe them because the snow isn't too different, you know, for to the low grips. So you know, low grips should give it a bit more drift, I think, if I'm right in saying that. But yeah, very nice car. Customization is a bit weak, got to be honest, and that light bar doesn't work whatsoever, so it's completely pointless. I don't know why Rockstar doesn't fix those. But there are other off-roaders on discount this week. If you want an off-roader for customization, you've got to get on value. For this kind of value, it's got to be the Camacho, 240 grand. But the trophy truck, I think, is slightly better. I think is slightly better than the Camacho, but only slightly. Not enough to make you buy it overall. I'd say. I'd say still buy the Camacho for value, but the trophy truck, pretty close to the Camacho, but just above it is what I'm thinking at the moment. Looking at times in the snow, so in the dry it may be a little bit different. So I'd say this is one not for off-roading, but the Camacho or the trophy truck are for off-roading. So check out my videos on both of those. Actually, we're at the water slide bit. Maybe we will finish this video after all by going through the water and see how it deals with that. See if it's a true off-roader, because this is the only way we're going to find out if it is, by going through the river. Bit disappointed on Chiliad, so hopefully we're going to have an uplifting end where we see glorious finish as we cross the river here. And none of that wheelie nonsense. I've not seen anyone else's videos on this, so I don't know how it's going to perform. Oh no, that's not great, but it made it. That's a shallow section. We got a deep section over here. Digital Car Addict, I think, is the one that gave me the idea of driving across the deep and shallow sections here. In case you wanted to know, YouTube, he's got some good videos to check out for off-road, but he doesn't do Chiliad. Oh, there it is. There it is. It can't do the deep water, but semi. Oh, good dive, mate. Good dive. So it is a true off-roader, but it doesn't manage the deep water whatsoever. It struggles there. So anyway, like, subscribe, give me your comments on what you think of this car, because it is excellent while in the snow. Buy it now while the snow is still with us. That is my one recommendation for sure. But thank you very much for watching. Have a most excellent day, because you deserve it. And New Year as well. Don't forget that. Celebrate with the best.